Welcome to the Raw of Cleveland, Ohio. Now I'm just going to go through the matches first. The match between Dolph and Dean Ambrose, I thought could have easily been rectified last night. And you will see my link of my Night of Champions below. I'm sorry if I seem a little distracted. I'm a little bit of a pain right now because I just put the cap on my tooth from my root canal. So I hope you be a little understanding. But I'm saying this. I thought in my review that one of those titles could have been dropped. Either the WWE US Championship or the Tag Championship. But they didn't do it. So now seeing that Dean just lost this and now Dolph is getting a second chance at it, it could have been done last night. I just felt that they really didn't do justice to these guys. Dean needs to drop that strap. Dolph needs the strap. They should have done it last night. As you can see, I am distracted. Next match, which is a repeat from last night. And this is a triple threat. Tons of Funk, Real Americans, Usos. That was at the kickoff. Now, you already know the primetime players won, but they still lost. They won the number one contenders match, but then they lost the championship match. I thought they should have won it. Like I said, either one or the other matches could have been a actual win for either one of them. Either Dolph or the primetime players. But we didn't get that. Just checking my cat, sorry. I just didn't see it really making any sense why either one of those titles couldn't have been dropped. Now, I did say in my predictions that I knew that it was either going to be Real Americans or the primetime players. I wish for the Usos. So, the Usos are the one who won the match against Tons of Funk and Real Americans. So, they're going to get their shot. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, why they even keep putting them there? And why do you care? What is the point of this? Look, these guys have been around since 2009 to 2010. Actually, they were in FCW around 2008 to 2009. So they've been around longer than any team that's still available. Every team that's currently have been put together was put together after them. So that's not one great thing, to be honest. Those Usos have been together for a very long time. And as I said before, it's not the point if they have the charisma or the in-ring presence or anything like that. They've been around so long. They deserve those titles. Everybody and their mother have had those titles. So why the hell couldn't they? So it's their time to get it. They'll probably only keep it for a couple of months, and probably the Wyatts will take it from them, which would be the wisest thing to do. So I'm moving on to the 6 Diva tag. I still don't understand why AJ was allowed to retain. Look, Brie Bella or Natalya could have won it. Now, I personally think that Naomi should have won it. Why not? Everybody else has had that title except Naomi. Well, Oksana didn't get it either, but Naomi, it has the best talent there. I know a lot of people say, oh, she's a total diva. She likes just prancing around. But look, you could see she has good in-ring ability and she's a high flyer. Who else in the Divas division does high flying? Yes, she's still botchy. And I've said this before. If you're not shown as a wrestler all the time, you do dancing, you're going to be botchy. She needs to be in the ring performing as a wrestler more than she needs to be a dancer. So then she won't botch so much. Now, Brie Bella was the one who won this, but who really are they trying to promote here? Natalya's sitting not far away from AJ on commentary, and her mic is not working. Why? I just don't see the interest in it. But then that makes me think, are they going to do another Fatal 4-Way with all 4 of these women? The way they presented this, I think they are. I think they're going to have another Fatal 4-Way or a triple threat with probably Natalya, Brie Bella, and maybe AJ, or take Brie Bella out and put Naomi. I think it's going to be a Fatal 4-Way, but that's just me. Now, Damien Sandow versus RVD. actually going to combine two at the same time. Also, Fandango with R-Truth. Two matches that really were just thrown together. I can understand maybe a little bit about the Damien and RVD match because this may lead to Cody eventually coming back and facing Damien. But why are you going to make your Money in the Bank winner lose? Even though he says, I'm still your Money in the Bank winner, Damien Sandow. You're welcome. It's not enough. He needs to win. Now, it would have been understandable if ADR had came out. But he didn't. So I just didn't see something interesting with this. They just threw this together. Like R-Truth and Fandango. Fandango lost last night to The Miz. He wins this. But where does this lead? I wouldn't mind seeing a hip-hop dancer, which is an R-Truth, having a feud with a ballroom dancer of a Fandango. If they had promoted this properly, this would have been more interesting than The Miz going up against Fandango. Even though I'm tired of seeing R-Truth as a hip-hop dancer and a rapper. He was way better when he was facing John Morrison in 2011. I'm sorry, he was. But in the end, this is what we got. So they could have made something out of this, but they didn't. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So, let me see. Am I forgetting any other matches? Because there wasn't that many matches, and these weren't that great. So, I'm going to get the segment done. Should I do that now? I know that about The Miz and about Randy Orton. I haven't spoken about it yet. I will in a minute. I'm going to do the Dusty Rhodes thing. I got to talk like Dusty Rhodes. My name is Dusty Rhodes, baby. I'm here not as Dusty Rhodes, but as Virgil Rollins. I'm here for my sons, Dustin and Cody Rhodes. I care about my sons. I want something right. I want something done right. And I want Stephanie McMahon to bring those long legs down to the ring and basically show me or tell me this offer she was talking about. I like that. We don't have talkers like that anymore. And Dusty's always been one of the best talkers in the business. I always liked Dusty Rhodes. I didn't like the pink polka dots though. I didn't. But still, I love Dusty. Seeing shame she didn't come out in a dress. She just came out in pants. She's being corporate. Basically, she gave him an offer. Either hire Dusty or hire Cody. You choose which one you want. He says, go to hell, I ain't doing that. So she gives him another choice. Either get demolished by the Shield or get knocked out by Big Show. And I know people don't like Big Show right now. I know people think his acting sucks. We don't want to see him. I know the Sleg Daddy isn't too fond of him right now, but he understands it's for the storyline that's going on. He basically is being used as a prop. Kind of like Daniel Bryan. He's being used as a prop. So, and I'll explain that in a minute. But when you see that he knocks him out, as much as you may think his acting is corny, it still accomplished what it needed to do. And in the end, when he went away with him in the ambulance to go to the hospital, it was effective. That's what we need in the storylines. Not just dramatic stuff. We need effective storyline work. Because when it comes down to it, the WWE has not done effective storyline work. At least I can say for this storyline, it's been very effective. Has it been great storytelling? Not totally. Nobody likes the Big Show as he is now, but he's still doing a good job. Now, Paul Heyman and Ryback. I almost wanted to throw up when I saw this. I knew I said in my review, just this little tease of it, I said that Ryback was either going to be saying with Paul Heyman, either I need the best, I don't know why I blanked on manager for some reason. I guess it's a pain in my tooth. I need either the best manager or I don't like bullies. I'm going to get you CM Punk. I said that and you'll see in my review for yourself. Click below and you'll check it. That is exactly what he said. I don't like bullies. I'm going to get you. And he says to Paul, you're going to be safe. Paul kisses him. Hack. I just wanted to hack. I'm going like, what the fuck? He kisses him on his cheek, and then Ryback's going, yeah. He's not a fucking woman. Is he? Has he been wearing men's clothes all these years, and that's a woman under all that? With that beard? Ew. But that's what Ryback did. I think Ryback needs to be the strong, silent type. He doesn't need to talk. He doesn't need to show any type of feeling. Just be destructive. He can stay a heel as a destructive force. Let Paul Heyman talk for his ass, because that made no sense. But Paul did a great job putting over CM Punk and himself. So that was effective. What was the point of this? Brock Lesnar doesn't do a whole bunch of shows. This is a in-between until Brock comes back. My guess, either Survivor Series, maybe TLC he'll come back. But one of those pay-per-views he'll come back. But I'm sure Ryback is going to last up to, Battleground, the next pay-per-view. So that's what I think. And it makes sense no matter if you like it or not. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get to the final match of the night. Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. Now, in the beginning of the show, and I left this for last, seeing Daniel Bryan being happy, seeing the crowd being happy, was the entire point of that. So I commended WWE doing that. What made it better was when Triple H came out, and I knew about the quick count. I just didn't say it in my review, but I knew they were going to bring something up. That I did say in my review, and I thought maybe it might be the count, so I didn't want to say anything until now. And I was right. Scott Armstrong was pulled out, and he admit that he did a fast count and then blames Daniel Bryan, saying pretty much, they caught us. And then when you see Scott get fired and getting a very good severance package, I wish I got that for my job instead of having to be where I'm at right now. But still, this is leading into something. So what is this leading into? One, we got a good match from Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. Putting Roman Reigns in this spot was actually very good for him in the long run. He needed to go up against now a two-time world champion. WWE champion, which he did. He did a good showing for himself. In the end, Randy Orton, who came out during the beginnings of the match, pretty much stopped it. And what did we get in the end? We got the Shield destroying him, Orton destroying him, and then the locker room coming out, destroying the Shield, and Randy Orton running away like a coward. Which was a smart thing to do since he's in the Breakfast Club. He can't get hurt. He must stay in good shape for the next pay-per-view, which is Battleground. But what does this really lead us up to? And I believe this Sluggy Daddy had it right. When you see about Scott Armstrong, he really didn't expect to be fired. So my guess is this is leading between Triple H dealing with a Vincent Kennedy McMahon eventually. I'm hoping it's not at... Put it you like this. I keep saying that Daniel Bryan versus Triple H at WrestleMania 30 in either a steel cage match, a Hell in a Cell match, or an I Quit match. That's what I'm hoping for. At Royal Rumble, I wouldn't mind seeing Mr. McMahon versus Triple H in a I Quit match. A who will control the entire business match. Who will leave and who will stay. I wouldn't mind seeing that then. That's just my hopes. But that is what looks like it's coming across to me. Now, I think I forgot something. I don't think I forgot about The Miz and Randy Orton. The only thing I can say about that, one thing, is that they're really doing very well with Randy Orton. And I do believe by Battleground, we're going to see even more great work as a heel from him. And how do I rate the show? Because of the repeated matches and some things that just didn't make any sense from them, I'm giving this a B-. It isn't a great show. It is above average, but isn't great. But I do believe that even though my rating is low, I'm sure the ratings for the actual show will be in the top 5. This is just my feelings about it because I care about them trying to make the storylines more understandable, more creative, and more dramatic. Now, they've done the dramatic very well. They've done some creative work pretty decently. But keeping it coherent, they haven't done it great all throughout most of the storylines. They have done it with Daniel Bryan. They did it with CM Punk. But when it came to The Miz, they had nothing there. When it came to Fandango, they had nothing there. When it came to Dusty Rhodes, they are doing something great with that. But some of the other things are just lacking. And you need more than just those 3 or 4 feuds. You need more. That's got to be coherent. But I'll give this a B-. Not saying that it's a bad show, but I do believe it's above average. So I hope you enjoyed the Zane's View, and subscribe and comment on my channel. Give me a thumbs up. And I hope you do see this video because we can't do video responses anymore. So I'm hoping I'm still liked. You guys have a good day.